Country, and welcome to Barker Memorial Gymnasium at Plattsburgh High School for Champlain Valley Athletic Conference Junior Varsity Boys Basketball. Tonight, the Plattsburgh High School Hornets meet the Ticonderoga Central School Sentinels. I'm Foxy Gagnon, along with Eric Gagnon on camera. And Plattsburgh High School JV's off to an excellent start this year. 8 wins and 2 losses. They are coached by Chris LaRose, his 7th year as the junior varsity coach. And he faces Ticonderoga team that is 5-5. Jim Berge, the coach of Ticonderoga. As always, we look forward to a great game. Plattsburgh High School won the modified A game, and we are set for our junior varsity coverage. It's Plattsburgh High School and Ticonderoga Central. Andy Gay and George Dyer, the officials. Plattsburgh starts number 24, Kevin Murnane, number 50, Ross Garcia, number 33, John Wolobin, number 31, Nate Boyer, and number 11, Billy Davis. Ticonderoga, number 23, Brendan Graney, number 12, Matt Donahue, number 3, Jamie Burris. Murnane, first shot of the game, hard off the glass, put back no, and Garcia puts it in to open the Hornets scoring. Ross Garcia, the other 2 starters for Ticonderoga. Number 22, Tom Pazzulli, and number 10, Andrew Curl. The Sentinels in the purple and white. 3-point try. 3! Ticonderoga comes out hot off the bus. Curl puts in the 3-pointer, and Sentinels by 1. This is Billy Davis. He'll run the offense. Inside for Garcia, but a slap foul called on Tom Pazzulli. Junior varsity basketball from Barker Memorial Gymnasium. Davis, Garcia turned to set a pick, and the pass hit him in the rear end. And that one into the bleachers. Donnie Coolidge stepped up to make the catch. He's not even in the game yet, and he's caught a pass. Davis sets the Plattsburgh offense. Garcia and Murnane both on the low post right now. Now Murnane comes to the high post. Boyer, who's had an outstanding junior varsity year. Boyer, long distance, in and out. Tipped around and cleared by the Sentinels. Donahue down the floor to Graney. Graney, number 23, the brother of head coach Mike Graney of the Ticonderoga varsity. This is Burris. And now Curl. Now Pazzulli. Or Graney, and rebound Wolobin. Wolobin to Davis, and then to Boyer. Around the horn on the perimeter, and then inside, taken away by Pazzulli. It's travel call. Turnover, and the Hornets get the ball. They are down 3-2. Mike Roberts over in the bleachers. Maybe he's the ref for the varsity game. Wolobin for Plattsburgh lost the dribble inside to Murnane. Murnane worked for the shot and got it. Nice turnaround by Kevin Murnane. And it's 4-3 with 5:35 to play in the first quarter. Graney's shot. And back out to Graney, and now Burris. Burris, no. Wolobin on the rebound, and now it's to Boyer. Boyer up the floor, junior varsity basketball. Perfect pass from Boyer to Garcia, and Garcia finishes the play. Garcia with 4 of the Hornets' 6. Ticonderoga with a 3-pointer from Curl. 6-3 Plattsburgh, and it's Garcia at the foul line. You may hear Will Hutchinson of Ticonderoga Cable TV, who is just to my right. Tipped out of bounds. It'll be Ticonderoga ball under their own basket. Into the game for the Sentinels is Gavin Kelly, number 11. Jump shot off the board and rolled the rim on the Graney jump shot. Boyer lead pass that knocked away, and Sentinels have it. 4:45 remaining first quarter, and it's Plattsburgh 7, Ticonderoga 3 JV basketball. Nice bounce pass there, and Curl finishes the, that's Cool. Oh, thank you. Not Curl, but Cool. Boyer on this end, off the side of the rim, gets it back to Garcia. Too hard off the glass, and rebound for Donahue of Ticonderoga. Graney up the floor to Cool. Now Graney. Front of the rim. Garcia for Plattsburgh. Now Davis, now Boyer. Hornets want to run. Sentinels get back. And a foul. Reaching foul called. Midway mark of the first quarter, and Plattsburgh High School by 2. Chris LaRose, the coach of Plattsburgh High School, and Jim Berge, the coach of Ticonderoga. Oh, nice backdoor to Garcia, and he finishes it. Big first quarter Garcia. He has 7 of the Hornets' 9. Graney, cross court to Cool. Now Burris. Graney in traffic. That'll count. Brendan Graney to the hoop. And that makes it 9-7. Midway through, just past the midway point of the CVAC season. And Graney makes it a 3-point play. 9-8. Plattsburgh by 1, but on the other end, Murnane. So Garcia and Murnane with the Plattsburgh points. Murnane with the top, he's the leader in our votes for the top shoes in the CVAC. His basketball shoes are in the lead. Back door, but they didn't get it to Kelly. And Burris goes baseline and has to dish out. Shot clock down to 2, and they don't get the shot off. Well, they were patient, but they didn't get the shot. Full court pressure defense applied by the Sentinels, and they create the turnover here. Burris tips no. Kelly on the rebound gets it. So Ticonderoga doing a good job on the boards on that series, and it's 11-10 Plattsburgh. Hornets come right back. Wolobin to the hoop, and a blocking foul called on Kelly. John Wolobin before the shot or shooting? Guess they were shooting. Nope. Yep. Going to give him the 2 shots. John Wolobin to the foul line. 7 points for Garcia, 4 for Murnane. Substitution Plattsburgh. Chris McMillan in, and Ross Garcia out. Garcia put in a good 5.5 minutes. Wolobin's second in and out. Tipped away. It'll be Ticonderoga basketball to move it the length of the floor. down by 1 and a 30-second timeout called. 2:35 to play in the first quarter. It's Plattsburgh High School 11, Ticonderoga Central 10. Plattsburgh applying a zone pressure defense in the backcourt. Just get it up the floor in time, and at midcourt, Nate Boyer picks up a foul. We didn't see Boyer working out with the team for very long. Oh, steal there, a long cross-court pass. Boyer to the hoop, rolled the rim. Wolleben there, puts it in. The 6'1" John Wolleben cashes in a two-pointer. It's 13-10 Plattsburgh. They've led all the way. Oh no, Ticonderoga took a 3-2 lead momentarily. Davis in the paint, dishes back to Boyer, three-point range, fires it up, base of the rim, and Kelly for Ticonderoga. And Burris to Cool, back to Burris, back to Cool. Hornets in a zone defense, and Graney shot, no, but he gets the putback and puts it in. Brendan Graney with 5 points, Andrew Cool with 5, the other two by Kelly, and it's 13-12 Hornets. Chris McMillan will bring it in. I'm Foxy Gagnon along with Eric Gagnon on camera, North Country Cable Network, bringing you CVAC Junior Varsity Basketball. Steal by Gavin Kelly. He gets it to Burris. Jamie Burris. Now Brendan Graney. Graney's shot puts Ticonderoga ahead. Graney with 7 first quarter points. A minute 10 to play. Ticonderoga up by 1 again. They led 3-2. This is Boyer, looks for Murnane inside. McMillan high post, Murnane low post. McMillan and Boyer on the perimeter with Davis. Wolleben bangs the glass and in. Wolleben and Murnane with 4 points. Garcia resting on the bench with 7. 47 seconds to play first quarter, and Hornets back up by 1. Mark Searles is the official scorer in the absence, an emergency leave of absence for Laura Gagnon. And dropped in by Donahue. Matt Donahue puts in the 2, and it's back to the Sentinel lead. 30 seconds to play first quarter, and it's tied by 1. Oh, Murnane all alone, and the pass was too high. Plattsburgh loses it. Ticonderoga ball, 21 seconds plus the 1-point lead. Murnane was all but camped out in the 3-second lane. Clapped his hands for the ball, but the ball was a little too high. Clock ticks down to 15 seconds. Gerald Berto on the shot clock, and the shot clock is off. Down to 5 seconds for Ticonderoga as Graney takes it in. Off balance shot is good. What a first quarter by Graney. Brendan Graney, 9 first quarter points. And after 1, the score on the North Country Cable Network scoreboard is Ticonderoga 18, Plattsburgh High School 15. The Hornets at 8-2, Ticonderoga at 5-5, but throw the record books out. It's Ticonderoga by 3 after the first 8 minutes. Now, Burris, guarded by McMillan. Boyer guards Graney. Graney, 9-point first quarter. Oh boy, you like to have a game like that, and Boyer picks up his second foul. If you're the Hornet coach, you don't like to see that. Boyer's been one of your key players this year. Substitution, Coolidge in, wearing the double deuce uniform, and Kevin Murnane takes a break. Ticonderoga ball, and Burris once again sets up the offense. Coolidge moves up to guard him. Coolidge will guard Graney. Graney's jumper missed, but Donahue with the rebound, but Wolleben full speed rejection. Now Jared Musso in, replacing Nate Boyer for the Hornets. We mentioned earlier, Boyer didn't get much of a workout prior to game time. He didn't have his shoes with him. He was waiting for his basketball shoes to be delivered. Then some Federal Express lady came running through the gymnasium, brought him his shoes. He had time to get a few shots. Ticonderoga, Burris to Graney. Graney's jumper, nope. Again Donahue on the boards. This time he did the fake. Batted around, Graney gets it, turn around in. Big game, Brendan Graney. 20-15 Ticonderoga. They're on a 6-point run. Down the floor, Donahue with the interception. Plattsburgh careless with the basketball. Burris. Graney. Tries to dump it inside, but taken away by Wolleben, and the breakaway Plattsburgh. Coolidge missed the layup. I think he heard the footsteps of Burris on that one. We played a minute and a half of the second quarter, and Ticonderoga with 2 points. Plattsburgh looking to score. Another Plattsburgh foul, and now Steve Esposito in, replacing Chili Billy Davis. Donahue and Cool and Burris and Graney, and a touch for everybody except Kelly, but nice job. Good ball movement, Ticonderoga, and Donahue polishes it off. It's 22-15. Hornets need a basket. Wolleben to the hoop, gets the points for Plattsburgh. He has a 6-pack of points, 22-17. The Sentinels reeled off 8 consecutive points. Tipped away by Wolleben, and then off the hand of Donahue, it'll be Plattsburgh ball. Garcia back in for the Hornets. Remember, Garcia had 7 of the Hornets' first 9 points. Now it's Garcia, Esposito, Musso, Coolidge, and Wolleben for Plattsburgh High School. Inside to Wolleben, nice job. Excellent pass, I think that came from Coolidge, and Wolleben has 8 points. Ticonderoga coach Berge wants to talk things over. 5:46 to play in the second quarter, and the score on the North Country Cable Network scoreboard is Ticonderoga 22, Plattsburgh High School 19. George Dyer, the official. His partner tonight, Andy Gay. Dyer played his basketball at Beekmantown Central. Gay played his basketball at Northeastern Clinton Central. Steal here, Coolidge runs the floor, bounce pass, looking for Esposito, knocked away by Cool. Jared Musso is going to send it in. And he gets it to Garcia. Now Esposito. Musso, baseline jumper, hit the side of the backboard. And Kelly for Ticonderoga. Sentinels up by 3. This is junior varsity basketball. And Graney again. Graney unstoppable. Graney now with 13 points. A steal here, and Graney's going to have 15. Tipped by Garcia. Garcia got the good block there, but must have got a piece of the arm. Andy Gay with the foul call.
2 shots.
So Graney with a chance for 2. It's Ticonderoga by 5.
2 shots for Graney. First play is good.
Graney now now 3 for 3 from the foul line in the game, and a 7-point Ticonderoga lead. An impressive performance by Ticonderoga. Esposito gets it into Wolleben, and Wolleben trying to wake up the Hornets offense. He has 10 in the game. 26-21, Ticonderoga in the paint to Graney, and he brings it out and will reset things. Graney looks, tried the pass for Donahue, knocked away by a Hornet. Three! Burris, Jamie Burris hits the three-pointer. And it's 29-21. That's the biggest Sentinels lead now. And the Hornets need some old. Off the leg of Wolleben. Musso got it in, but off the leg of Wolleben, and it'll be Ticonderoga ball. They lead 29-21. Burris goes all the way and then got it to Donahue. Into the hands of Coolidge. He drives through traffic and gets it to Esposito. Midway point of the second quarter. Hornets down by 8. Coolidge to the hoop, blocked by Kelly, scooped up by Donahue. Gets it to Graney. Graney runs the floor. He goes all the way, and a nice dish to Kelly. Kelly took the extra step. Boyer in for Plattsburgh, replacing Coolidge. Plattsburgh now with 3 of its 5 starters on the floor, and we have a timeout. 30-second timeout called by Plattsburgh High School. 3:41 to play in the second, and it's Ticonderoga 29, Plattsburgh High School 21. Musso inside to Wolleben. Wolleben short jumper, no. Wolleben has all 6 of the Hornet points in this second quarter. Ticonderoga has 11 points. Graney 2 more. I don't know if he does this every game, but boy, is he impressive. I don't know what kind of candy bar he ate on the bus to Plattsburgh, but his folks will order him a box of them. Garcia, they tie him up, knocked away. It'll be Plattsburgh ball. 2:51. One fan made a nice jump over there. Did you catch it? I don't know who that fan is. That's a player on the modified A team of Ticonderoga. He jumped over the ball nimbly. Boyer was tied up, forced the shot, and Graney there. Somebody's got to guard Graney. Nobody picks up Graney. He goes all the way and picks up a foul. Hey, he had the right idea. If nobody's going to pick you up, you just glide your way in. Take it in as far as you can go. This is Graney at the line. I'm running out of space in my scorebook for him. And Kevin Shoes Murnane into the game, replacing Wolleben. Wolleben goes to the liquid refreshment bin. (32-21), big second quarter for Ticonderoga. Graney, a perfect 5 for 5 from the line. Donahue out, and A.J. Samus in. Wonder if he's the brother of Buzzy Samus of the varsity team. 2.5 to play in the first half. They try to go inside to Murnane. Murnane worked hard, but so does Ticonderoga, and Garcia and Samus tie it up. Ticonderoga seems to be defending very well the low post player for Plattsburgh. Boyer long distance, rolls in and out. Garcia blocked by Burris. Garcia gets it back. Boyer long distance. Oh, Garcia, the big guy with the tip in. The two-handed tip in for Ross the Boss. And it's 33-23. Good action for junior varsity action. Interesting game. Garcia battles Graney. Now Cool long distance. Three! Andrew Cool, his second three-pointer. Ticonderoga with 3 threes in the game. They lead by 13. Can you believe this one? The 5-5 Sentinels against the 8-2 Hornets. Plattsburgh with a mountain to climb. Inside to Garcia, he was fouled by Samus. 1:32 to play in the first half. A lot of basketball left, make no mistake about it. But certainly Ticonderoga, an impressive first half. Garcia, swish. He's 2 for 2 from the line. He has 10 in the game. Plattsburgh sends in someone. Oh, Anthony Pasalacqua.
Second and 2.
And Garcia, just the way he intended, off the glass on that one to show his versatility. He'll swish one and bang one. 36-25. Long distance, Burris. High off the back of the rim. And a foul on the rebound. Cool gets the foul. Not in the bonus. And Plattsburgh will get the ball. For Plattsburgh, it's Garcia, Pasalacqua, Esposito, Boyer, and Murnane. Ticonderoga with Graney. And now in is Patchett, Josh Patchett, Burris, Samus, and Cool. Turnover again. Ticonderoga defense doing the job. Bodies on the floor. It'll be tie ball under their own bucket with 62 seconds to play in the first half. Ticonderoga led by 3 after the first quarter. They have upped it to 11. Leo Fortier, the official timer. As we mentioned, Mark Searles, the official scorer, and Gerald Bertle, the big Mets fan, is the shot clock. Boyer traveled. For Ticonderoga, Patchett out and Donahue in. Big first half for Ticonderoga, and they can take their time, and Graney's going to do it. 38 seconds in the first half. Graney, long one, base of the rim, Pasalacqua high for the boards. He'll bring it up the floor. Pasalacqua goes California to New York and then dishes it out. Esposito inside to Garcia. The turnaround, it's in. Garcia, big first half. 12 seconds for the Sentinels. They set up Graney for a 3. And that's the first half. 16 minutes to play at halftime. It's Ticonderoga Central 36, Plattsburgh High School 27. First half recap. Ticonderoga won the first quarter 18-15. Ticonderoga won the second quarter 18-12. Scoring for the Hornets, Murnane with 4, Wolleben with 10, Garcia with 13. Just 3 Hornets in the scoring column. Ticonderoga 5 in the scoring column. 2 for Kelly, 3 for Burris, 4 for Donahue, 8 for Cool, and 19 for number 23, Brendan Graney. Plattsburgh High School, they leave Boyer alone, and now Murnane, the baseline J, Kevin Murnane, nothing but net. Murnane with a 6-pack. We should mention he is the same Kevin Murnane who is a videographer for North Country Cable Network whenever we can put him to work. Cool 3-pointer, no, and it's Pasalacqua on the boards. Boyer runs the floor, New York to California. Well, yes, now he goes New York to California, and the jump shot missed. Rebound, Burris. Guarded by Wolobin. The Murnane shot cut the Sentinels' lead to 7, and we've played a minute of the third quarter. Eric Gagnon on camera, feeling just fine, thank you. I'm Foxy Gagnon. Well, Eric's had better days, I suppose. One of his former teachers from Bigmantown Central, Mrs. Armstrong, in the audience tonight, and she remarked how Eric looks much older than when he was in 8th grade or 7th grade in her English class, and that he looks like a writer. He has bohemian looks, is what she said, to quote her, and I concur. Knocked away into the hands of Wolobin, and he had that ball creep right over the front of the rim. Wolobin with a dozen, and 4 Hornet points in the first minute and a half of the third quarter has cut the lead to 5. Hornets step up the defense. Boyer with 2 Sentinels in front of him. The jump stop, Boyer missed it, gets it back. Boyer to Garcia, now Pasalacqua. He takes it in, the jump stop, and bangs it off the glass. Anthony Pasalacqua with the bucket. And Coach Berge says, we better talk things over. So Pasalacqua with the points for the 5th and 6th points for the Hornets in this third quarter. The Hornets score the first 6 of the third quarter. 6:02 to play. And it's Ticonderoga 36, Plattsburgh 33. Ticonderoga ball right in front of those officials, Mike Roberts and Scott Beebe. I bet they're working the varsity game. Graney, guarded by Pasalacqua. One big job that I'm sure the Hornets talked about in the locker room is let's try to stop Graney. Can he score 19 in the second half? 3-second call in the lane. Too much time for Ticonderoga, and the Hornets get the ball back. They have cut 6 points off the halftime lead, and they are down by 3 now. Hornets leave Boyer a little bit alone on the elbow. Wolobin takes it in. He was pushed from behind. Oh, and Murnane sunk another one. Murnane with the high hand. I think it's all in the shoes. Did we get a close-up yet of those shoes? We've got it twice. All right. Got to give those shoes some TV time. They're in the running for the top shoes in the CVAC. Yes, they are bohemian type of shoes. You're right, Eric. Graney, a hop, skip, and a jump, and gets the points. Graney doing everything right tonight. 38-33, Ticonderoga. Tipped away, and Cool has it. He looks for help, and Andrew Cool gets it to who else? Brendan Graney. Graney dribble over everybody, and it's a push called on Ticonderoga's Graney. He did get a little out of control on that one. Yeah, he got a little out of control. Bowled over 2-3 people on the way by. That one was a tough one to call. 4:58 to play in the third quarter, and the Sentinels step up the defensive pressure, and it has mattered. Tie by 5. Samus jumper, base of the rim. Murnane on the boards, gets it to Boyer. Boyer fires a bounce pass, accidentally kicked on the way by a Sentinel. Hornets 8 wins and 2 losses. Ticonderoga 5 wins, 5 losses. Murnane on the boards, he was fouled. Kevin Murnane having a good game, and he'll go to the foul line for a couple. His first trip there. We talked with his mom and his sister at halftime. His sister is a 6th grader at Stafford Middle School, a real good student, nice girl. Murnane eyeballs it and swishes it. Murnane now with 7 in the contest. And that one crawled in. The Hornets are a perfect 5 for 5 from the foul line tonight. 38-35 at Ticonderoga. Oh, Graney, 2 more. Graney with the 4 Ticonderoga points in this quarter, and they're back up by 5. The Hornets run a 2-on-1. Passalacqua pulls up and didn't get the shot, and Boyer ties it up with Andrew Kuhl. Possession arrow to Plattsburgh. Donahue checks back into the Ticonderoga Hotel, replacing Tom Pazzulli. Garcia's bounce pass was kicked. It'll be Plattsburgh ball. 4:08 on the clock. Third quarter action. Nate Boyer, John Wolobin to his right. Murnane moves up high post. Now Wolobin and a swish. John Wolobin now with 14 in the game. Hornets cut it back to 3. Keeping the pressure on the Ticonderoga offense, which played so well in the first half. Graney's 3, but Kelly on the putback, and Kelly drew the foul. They'll give this foul to Garcia, perhaps. Indeed, they do. That goes to Ross Garcia. That's his second foul. Devin Kelly at the line. He has 2 points in the game. He goes 1 for 2. Murnane on the rebound. The next time out, Murnane didn't get it. Oh, they're going to call Garcia for the push-off. That's the 3rd on Ross Garcia. 2 quick fouls picked up by Garcia, and Chris LaRose aware of that. Head coach Chris LaRose decides to bring Scott Rougeau in at the next dead ball. And during the next timeout, we'll look at some of the sights and sounds of Barker Memorial Gymnasium tonight. We've got some people to point out in the crowd. And we can't wait. Murnane to Wolobin, knocked away. Good defense, Ticonderoga. Sentinels by 4, and the ball. Garcia might have picked up his 4th foul as he poked an arm in there, but no whistle. Graney thought about the 3. Burris goes baseline, got it to Donahue. Graney all alone. He takes it in and dishes out to Samus. Or Burris, I should say. Knocked around, and Graney all of a sudden on the inside for the points. Oh my goodness, he has 25. And the Hornets, Coach LaRose wants the timeout. Sentinels rebuild the lead to 6. So, long as we're pointing in this direction, let's look across the way at Ducky Drake. Wyrie Sports, WIRY, hometown radio in the North Country. Ducky Drake getting ready for the varsity game. There's a look at Ducky. Mr. Basketball of the North Country is none other than Bob Daly. He's there. Bob Daly there, and to his right is Gib LaRose, the father of Coach Chris LaRose of Plattsburgh High School. And then C.J. Madonna, the attorney C.J. Madonna. And then it looks like Scott O'Brien. Yes, it is. It's Scott O'Brien right there. Big supporters of sports at Plattsburgh High School. And there, we talked our way through that timeout. We didn't even get to the main guy I wanted to show, Will Hutchinson of Ticonderoga Public Access TV. Kuhl gets it back on the Burris shot. 2:18 to play. 43-37 Ticonderoga. And that one kicked, reset the clock. It'll be Ticonderoga ball under their own bucket, up by a 6-pack. Coolidge in. Here, can we show Mr. Hutchinson, please? There is Will Hutchinson of Ticonderoga TV. There he is. And Will does similar to what we do. And
the same for Fox.
All right. And Will travels the basketball schedule for Ticonderoga as much as he can. His wife is his darling companion. And so they travel a great deal and bring Ticonderoga sports. I'm not sure if you do you do community events or just sports, Will?
Well, we do all kinds of stuff.
All kinds of things. And he was a teacher at Ticonderoga for a long time and retired and is having a great time in the TV business with cable TV. 2:05 to play in the third quarter, and it's Ticonderoga 43 and Plattsburgh High 37. Oh, a tough break there. Graney threw it to a wide open Donahue, but somehow Donahue lost his footing and it went over to the Ticonderoga bench. So now this is Scott Rougeau into the game. He gets it to Boyer. Boyer to Coolidge. Hornets break the pressure defense. And that one thrown to nobody, but Rougeau rescued it. Coolidge looks, picked his spot, and now Boyer. Boyer, three-point try. Again, it rolls the rim. Boyer's come close on a couple of threes, but they're rolling the rim tonight. 1:47 to play in this third quarter. It was 9 at halftime. It's 6 right now in the third quarter. Graney might have forced that one, and Wolleben gets it for the Hornets. Wolleben to, now he gets it to Boyer, guarded by Donahue. Murnane, Boyer, and across the floor to Coolidge. Coolidge found the lane. Don Coolidge found the open spot. He puts it in. 43-39. The Hornets trying to come back. They were down by a bundle. They're at least in double figures. Graney, too much on that one, and up the floor we go. And the breakaway to Boyer. Boyer high on the boards, and it's in. Boyer with his first 2 points of the game, and that's surprising. He has been among their high scorers this year. 43-41 with 40 seconds to play in the third quarter. The Hornets have come back. They were down by 12 or 13 it seemed. Coolidge picks up a foul. 34.5 seconds, and Garoberto shut off the shot clock by half a second there. 34.5 on the game clock. We're in the third quarter. Tie up by 2. Graney guarded by Coolidge. Finds the spot and dish to Kelly. 20.8 seconds. Cool, but Plattsburgh steals it. Boyer to Wolleben for the tie. Left-handed layup. Credit Wolleben. He went up strong left-handed, and he was fouled by Jamie Burris. So John Wolleben, who had 10 points in the first half, he has 4 in the third quarter, and he'll try to make it a 6-pack of points and try to tie this game with 15 seconds to play in the third.
Tie here.
Hole for 2 for Wolleben, but the Hornets get it back with 12 seconds. Boyer. Whee! Boyer hits the 3 to give the Hornets the lead. They've come all the way back in the third quarter. Graney long distance at the buzzer. A big comeback by Plattsburgh High School in the third quarter, capped by the Boyer Trey. And after 3, the North Country Cable Network scoreboard has Plattsburgh High School 44, Ticonderoga Central 43. We should say trainer Mark Donnelly is here as well. Maybe you've caught a glimpse of him across from us in the corner of the gymnasium. The final 8 minutes. Pazzulli, number 22. It looks like the starting 5 back on the floor for Ticonderoga, and for Greeny, the shots have started to not fall. Good hustle, Pazzulli. Pazzulli broke up a short 2 for Plattsburgh High School. Pazzulli raced the length of the floor. You like to see that hustle. Neither team near the bonus situation for fouls, so that won't be a factor yet. Coolidge, and he lost the handle. Again, Donahue scoops it up. Graney to Burris. Garcia on the bench with 3 fouls. Coolidge with the steal, down the floor to Wallaben. He was too far under, but Boyer there. Nate Boyer, who had 5 points in the third quarter, didn't score in the first half, now has 7, and it's Plattsburgh by 3. Graney all the way, tried to dish, but Rougeau intercepted. Graney tried to steal it back. Up the floor to Coolidge. Coolidge tipped away by Cool. A lot of deflected passes in this game. Those waving arms of the defense. Pazzulli out. And looked like Kelly came in for a tie. Inside to Rougeau, and you get that close. See, he tried to dish out. My philosophy is, if you're 2 feet from the basket, shoot it. Even if you got the defensive pressure there, you're 2 feet from the basket, go up. 75% of the time you're going to draw a foul. If you're 2 feet from the basket, don't pass it to somebody who's 7 feet from the basket. Oh boy, no whistle, and Donahue scores the points. Bodies fell. Donahue has 6 points, and it's 46-45. Every possession important. We've got ourselves a barn burner. Fourth quarter, Plattsburgh by 1. Hornets 8-2, tie at 5-5. In and out on the Wallaben shot, but Murnane big on the boards, but he double dribbled. Eric Gagnon on camera. I'm Foxy Gagnon. We are North Country Cable Network, bringing you junior varsity basketball. We don't cover a lot of junior varsity games, but the ones we do cover are barn burners. We do a lot of research before we cover a game. Rougeau guards Kelly, and Kelly traveled. 5:54 to play. Hornets by 1. Coolidge to Boyer. Now Murnane. And a foul called. Murnane will go. Murnane missed that one, and that is, now the Hornets would hit 5 in a row. Now they've missed 3 in a row. Murnane hits the second of 2. He now has 9 points, and it's Plattsburgh by 2. Burris the jump stop, and he was fouled. 5:21 on the fourth quarter clock. 2 foul shot opportunities for Jamie Burris. His first trip to the charity stripe. Wallaben picks up his 3rd foul. Chris McMillan in, replacing Kevin Murnane. a chance for the tie. Ticonderoga can tie with a point here. They do. Throw out all the stats from the earlier part of this game. We've got ourselves a 5-minute and 15-second basketball game. Inside to McMillan, too hard off the glass. Oh, it stays Plattsburgh. Tied at 47, 5:06 to play. The team that scores the most points over the next 5 minutes and 6 seconds wins the game. Might as well just erase everything, put just zeros on the clock. Start over. Wolleben, Boyer. Nate Boyer heat slings up in Barker Memorial Gymnasium. 10 second half points, and it's the Hornets by 3. Graney brings it back. Pops the jumper. No, the Graney shot's not falling. Coolidge off the floor, watches for traffic, and called for a push-off. He got the arm up to kind of defend himself against the guys that were sneaking up on the sides from the blind side. Then he got called for the push. Tough break there. Third foul on Donnie Coolidge. Now, 50-47. Hornets by 3. They trailed in double figures, but they came back. And a charge called. Burris called for the charge. George Dyer and Andy Gay, the officials. And that will be put back to Plattsburgh. The Hornets are up by 3. Third foul on Burris. They pressure Boyer, but Coolidge open down the floor. Wolleben to Coolidge. And Coolidge comes back and picks up his 4th foul. That was one of those fouls out of frustration. 4:24 to play. Hornets by 3. The difference right now, the Boyer three-pointer. Ticonderoga has hit 3 threes in the game. 2 by Cool, 1 from Burris. Graney the dish to, oh boy, almost a 3-point play. The dish to Donahue. He'll go to the line for 2. Matt Donahue, his first trip to the foul line. Graney was 5 for 5 in the first half from the foul line for Ticonderoga. Then Burris went 2 for 2. Kelly hit 1 of 2. Donahue misses his first. 4:03 to play. Hornets by 3. Foul shot's important down the line here. They get that one. Donahue now with 7 in the game, and it's 50-48. And Kelly intercepts, gets it to Donahue. Plattsburgh turnover costly. Chance for tie. And Burris goes all the way. Didn't get the bounce. Kelly on the boards, blocked by Wolleben. Rougeau for Plattsburgh to McMillan and Boyer. Hornets run to Coolidge. He's there. It'll count. Don Coolidge at the other end. Quick ball movement from Plattsburgh. Quickly up the floor. 3:40 to play in the 4th quarter. And now, Plattsburgh with, I guess, is their biggest lead of the game. Maybe they had a cozy lead early, like 3 or 4 or 5, but 3:40 to play in the 4th. It's Plattsburgh High School 52, Ticonderoga 48. Both teams now in the bonus for the final 3:40. Don Coolidge, Hornets by 4. Coolidge, first foul shot of the night, base of the rim, knocked away. It'll be Ticonderoga basketball. Sentinels down by 4, 3:38 to play. Turnover, and it'll be Plattsburgh ball. Inside and muscled in by McMillan. Chris McMillan made the nice strong move to the basket. And Plattsburgh by 6 with 3 minutes to play. Graney. And Rougeau for Plattsburgh. Plattsburgh High School outscored Ticonderoga 17-7 in the third quarter. They are outscoring them in the fourth 10-5. 54-48, 2.5 to play. Oh, that's definitely a charge. Graney well out of control there. He pleads his case to the referee, but no way. In fact, he gets up limping. He was well out of control there, no question about it. He might be injured. He came entirely off his feet. He's going to exit the game. 2:32 to play in the fourth quarter. And it's Plattsburgh by 6. If the Hornets end up victorious, it will be a hard-earned victory. Inside to McMillan. He felt the pressure, gets it out to Boyer. Boyer in, tried to dish it to Wolleben cutting down the lane, but it went into the hands of Kelly instead. And Burris with the spin around, and it goes in. Jamie Burris. 54-50 with 2 minutes to play. Hornets by 4. Boyer. Hornets need to take care of the ball on this possession, and they'll take a timeout. It'll be a full timeout for Plattsburgh High School. 1:51 remaining in the fourth quarter, and it's Plattsburgh High 54, Ticonderoga Central 50. Plattsburgh, McMillan looks to get it in, gets it to Nate Boyer. Corey Giro in for Plattsburgh, number 32. Boyer runs the baseline and kicked it out of bounds. So the Hornets did not take care of the basketball. Graney, limping a bit, re-enters for Ticonderoga. Graney, remember, had 19 in the first half. He had 6 in the third quarter, hasn't scored in the last 10 minutes or so. Graney looks to the coach. Minute and a half to play. Shot clock at 18. Ticonderoga down by 4, looking for the good shot. Shot clock at 10. Giro guards Graney. Graney takes it in, and he was fouled. Before the shot, Wolleben picked up the foul. And a 1-and-1 situation for Brendan Graney. Coolidge comes in for the Hornets, replacing Giro. I think they want Giro guarding Graney, so Coach LaRose will play a little offense and defense. And my favorite pickles in the North Country have arrived, thanks to Chelsea Gibo and her mom, Mary. And oh boy, am I going to be a happy man tonight. It's pickle night at the Gagnon home. Thanks, Chelsea. Graney makes the first foul shot. And that's with a minute 12 to play. It's 54-51. Let me tell you, fans right on the edge of their seat. 54-52. We got ourselves a barn burner. Graney comes out. Now Graney's going to play a little offense and defense. They're not going to have him out there defensively, but they'll try to get him into the offense. 54-52. 1:07 to play. Now a minute to play. Plattsburgh, and McMillan gets it. Chris McMillan steps up and nails a big one. Hornets back up by 4, and timeout called. 30-second timeout for Ticonderoga. That gives them the chance to get Graney back in on the offense. So Graney checks back in. 49.9 to play. Giro back in to play the defense for Plattsburgh High School. And in the fourth quarter, Plattsburgh 56 and Ticonderoga 52 with 49.9 in the fourth. 30-second timeout is done. And it'll be Ticonderoga ball, probably right in front of us. 4-point Hornet lead, so it's for all intents and purposes, a two-possession game. We got to show the pickles, Eric. Let's get a shot of the pickles. Dill pickles, the best dill pickles I have ever tasted. We got them here. I fell in love with these last year, and I can't say thanks enough. Chelsea Gibo keeps me in good supply, and I miss her this year from my class. But she ordered some pickles for the Fox. Big turnover. Plattsburgh gets the ball. 38 seconds, and Ty will have to follow. Foul. I can't wait to break into the pickles. I know the game's pretty exciting, but Murnane re-enters the Hornet Hotel, replacing Scott Rougeau. 37.1 on the game clock. 56-52. We're glad we were here for this one. Boyer doesn't get the bounce, tipped around, and Kelly has it. Down the floor. Burris there, and McMillan fouled him. Hornet bench wanted a good block, but he got too much body on him. Foul on McMillan. 2 shots, 30.6 seconds. Still this game up for grabs. 2 important foul shots for Burris. He is 2 for 2 from the line thus far in the game. Ooh, in and out, that cost. In for Ticonderoga, Britton Laszlo in for the Sentinels. 56-52. Plattsburgh ahead of Ticonderoga. The Hornets needed a good second half to come back. And the push, Giro in and out on the shot, but Corey Giro's going to go to the line, and that might be the 10th foul, so 2 shots. Indeed it is. 2 shots for Corey Giro, and it is Plattsburgh by 3, so Giro's shots become important. Missed that one. This one almost becomes a critical one, or a must one. Laszlo out and Graney in. Coolidge in for the shooter. Coolidge will come in for Giro as the coaches continue their offensive-defensive strategy. And they stopped for a moment because someone in the audience with a camcorder had the big spotlight on. Okay, 23.4 on the game clock. Giro's second shot, missed. Ticonderoga down by 3, 56-53. Ticonderoga with what may be their final possession. 12 seconds. Graney takes the shot. Ooh, put back in. Ty down by 1, 6 seconds. Stolen by Ty. They win! They win! What a comeback! Plattsburgh, it's over! It's over! Ticonderoga scored 4 points in the final 6 seconds! I can't believe it! Kroll stole it! Kroll stole it! And put in the game winner! What a game! Ticonderoga put the ball in the drive to the hoop, good for 2. And they stole the inbounds pass, and they win it by 1. Let me tell you, now quickly the score was erased from the board. I'll have to check to see. Oh, I don't even know who got the final 2 points. I'll give them to Cool got 1. Who got the previous one? The drive to the hoop? I don't know. Oh, Donahue 12. Thanks, Eric. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 14 points to make it 57 to 56. 2, 4, 6, 9, 10, 12. 57 to 56, an unbelievable comeback. Ticonderoga scores 4 points in the final 6 seconds to win it, 56 to 55. Scoring for Ticonderoga, Burris ended with 8 points. Cool ended with 10, including the game winner. Kelly with 3, Donahue with 9, and Graney with 27 to lead all scores. For Plattsburgh High School, Coolidge with 4, Murnane with 9, Boyer with 10, Wolleben with 14, Passalaqua with 2, McMillan with 4, and Garcia with 13, all in the first half. Final score, Ticonderoga 57, Plattsburgh High School 56. This is Foxy Gagnon on behalf of everyone at North Country Cable Network saying good night, North Country.